Bam. Maybe
Let me
they'll
make
come
sure
in.
my
We're live. We're live. We're live.
let me make sure my notification sounds are turned down.
Copy paste. I think that's the right link.
Don't need that damn.
That's the right link.
Don't need that damn dinging going on. You know.
No. I'm glad I switched my mic from being routed into that box up there that the camera's on. I haven't done a live chat in a while, so howdy fish people. How you guys doing? Let's see, where's the event itself? Well, there's Captain Savage.
Yep.
I don't know why it's not showing me that we are live, because we are.
You are live. I got the notification.
Oh, there we go. I had to click on the right link. Ron Villa, what is up and Happy New Year? Happy New Year, Happy New Year.
What are you drinking, Nick? Wine?
This is Linderman's Strawberry. Can't remember what. It's a beer. Look at that.
Oh, cool.
I can somewhat hear them screaming inside. Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year.
Yeah, it's just it's 2:59 right now.
So it's obviously 12 o'clock here in California. So Happy New Year, raising glass. Cheers.
Yep, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Bubba Shinobi. Happy New Year, Ron Villa. Everybody in the side chat, Happy New Year. So, in replacement of the See It Anemone that died a couple days ago,
yeah,
we went out and I bought a maroon clown. And I'm hoping that he doesn't turn out to be like the rest of the clowns, the maroon clowns that I've seen in other people's tanks, which is a bullying little shit, because that would really suck. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's 12 o'clock, Mom. Cheers. I hear screaming in there. Somewhat. My headphones aren't on all the way, by the way.
No, it's all good. I shut my camera off on my phone because I figure people don't want to see me laying down in my bed.
That was weird. Little strawberry was hanging on the side, or a piece of strawberry, I think. It looked like strawberry. I hear fireworks. Big bang. Man, I haven't gone out and gotten fireworks for New Year's or 4th of July since I was like 18 years old.
Right. You kind of lose interest in them anyways.
I'd rather not, burn down the hills here in California.
No, you don't need that. No.
We've already had enough fires,
Right.
But yeah, Happy New Year, people. I'm not very good at the whole, Happy New Year! There you go. Oh, the tank lights just went out. 12 o'clock, yep. That's why. 12:02. I'm kind of glad that I'll be able to set up that new tank behind me soon.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be a 1.5 feet, but I don't have the effort to clean it right now, so it's gonna be like just sitting there for a little bit.
Well,
Yeah,
it's not hard.
I'm gonna clean
It's
it
not hard to
tomorrow,
clean.
but yeah. But I'm really gonna start out with just throwing a little bit extra vinegar in there. I've been letting it soak, so I don't know if that's smart or stupid, but get all the gross crap out of there that the previous owner had in there.
Mm-hmm. Kill all the beneficial bacteria.
Yep. Well, you never know. He could have had something bad growing in there too.
True.
We were talking about this the other day when I first noticed the anemone having problems. Actually, I was talking in the side chat of Aquarium Co-op, aka Corey and Corvus's chat, and I was they were basically telling me like certain things that can happen if you have a planted tank in the same room as your. I didn't even know this. This is something that blew my head into like smithereens. But I guess if you have a planted tank in your saltwater tank room, that somehow CO2 can affect the cycle of the saltwater tank in some aspect, or I don't know if this is 100% correct, but I'm just quoting what I basically heard the other day. And basically they were saying that somehow the CO2 can emit into the air and cause your saltwater tank to drop or something. I was having a pH drop in pH, and basically what happened is first my pH went up, and then it spiked, and it dropped right down to like either 8 or a 7. 7, no, not 7, about 7.4. It wasn't completely like not orange, but it was getting there. You know what I mean? Like, and the only two things you should be testing for the most, I think, in saltwater is always your pH, nitrites and nitrates, and then usually KH. People don't test that though that often in saltwater, and that's my thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, in salt water, KH is this calcium anyway.
Yeah.
If you got rock in there and live sand and all that stuff, that's already going to be pretty high anyways.
Yeah. Usually.
Yep. No, the reason why I've been looking at tanks is because I'd like to start a little nano tank or something. Salt, keep it small, maybe like a 20 long or a 40 breeder or something like that size.
I did a 20 tall.
What's that?
And I did a 20 tall, and it seemed to work out fine for me. That's just my personal experience, though.
Yeah, I think if I, because I'm got my 40 breeder stand, I might just set up a used 40-gallon, you know what I mean, and do it as salt because I'm not, yes, I kept a lot of freshwater fish and stuff like that, but and brackish water when I had my turtles and stuff like that because diamondback terrapins are a brackish water type turtle.
Yeah.
So they can do either full salt, full brackish, or you know what I mean, brackish, or full fresh, depending. So.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
CO2 can drop pH for sure, and will hinder nitrogen.
Well, that's why they say at night when the lights aren't on, you should turn down your CO2 or turn it off. You know what I mean? Slow it way down because.
Well, here's my idea: is I'm gonna end up probably taking that little Planet tank that's in the living room out of there. And if I don't put it somewhere out here, it'll probably either go in Mom's room or in mine. And I already have one in there, so which is already a 10-gallon tank, and that thing's planted to the brim. I can't really shove any more plants in that tank.
Right. Eventually, you just got to start cutting them and moving them to other tanks.
Yeah. I mean, this tank over here has Planet Plus. If I get another, well, I can either get another Planet Plus or use the other light that I have in the bedroom. But if I do that, I have to get a glass top for it because it's one of those ones that doesn't have the protection underneath, and I don't want to zap my fish. No thanks.
No.
I mean, I'm in the hobby for keeping fish, not killing fish.
Right.
Let me go grab that bottle of liquor. Be right back. I was early in here. I didn't start live video. I said I hit start live video. My bottle. Everybody's freaking firing off firecrackers and all kinds of sorts of things. Linderman strawberry. Oh, this shit's from Belgium. Don't know what that one is in German. They usually have the German name on front, but I guess they don't do it for the smaller bottle. Howdy, 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 DPK. You want a link? Anybody want a link? I'll shoot a link in the side. Or actually, here. D. E. E. Oh, shit. A. Damn it, Nick. Learn to spell. Oh, you're in bed over there? That's okay. So is Brian.
Yep, I'm in bed. That's why my camera's not on. Nick woke me up because I didn't think I was going to have internet back again tonight. A transformer blew out and then somewhere in one of the neighborhoods and wiped out my internet and power for a short time. So,
Yup.
I was outside trying to get in touch and trying to get a signal so I could get on Google Hangouts or whatever to let everyone know I didn't just bag out all of a sudden. You know what I mean?
Oh, his phone died. Fish Tropic.
Oh,
He said that like 10 minutes ago. So he's probably charging it.
cool.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't know that you know, certain things shouldn't go with certain things in the reefing community. When I first started that tank out, I was just kind of fiddling around, seeing what would work together, just like anybody does in their freshwater tank. But I realized really quick that if you do that too long, you'll have a lot of mishaps of just wasting and spending money, and you don't want to do that. You want to look at everything as like it's an investment. And if you don't look at it like that, you're kind of just wasting your time in saltwater. Just my opinion, but
yeah, definitely. I would say look up some of the reefing people and sub to them and get their suggestions. Watch their care videos, because I know a lot of saltwater fish are predators to each other. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So you can't be doing it like freshwater.
Oh geez, what did I do to this bottle?
It does not like you.
This is my favorite wine. I could drink this whole thing myself. We'll mix the wine with the beer. We're okay.
Nah.
You think I'm estranged to getting drunk? No.
No.
I'll mix anything. Oh, dude. That wine. Ooh. Definitely. Freeze it. Oh, dude.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not more talkative. I can't see the chat.
I'm reading the side chat.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so kids probably shooting bottle rockets at the Transformers.
Probably. I'm not sure. Honestly, it was like a loud explosion and it shook my house. No joke. I thought one of the pumps blew at the gas station across the railroad tracks, because there's like a company that, like home heating oil company right across, and then it's called Hyde's Fuel. And then they have the gas station right next to that. So it's like, uh-oh.
So according to Ron Vila, angelfish are one of the ones that don't like each other. You can only have one most of the time in your saltwater. We have reef safe, reef caution, and just fish only tank. Oh, that's smart. I should do that. Like, do one for just fish only, then one for reef, then one. That'd be a really good idea.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Nick, but you should check out
pricey. Pretty pricey.
Yeah, you should check out. Yeah. You should check out. I think it's Rico's Reef Challenge.
Oh, I have Rico's Reef Challenge, and I'm supposed to do a video, but I've been kind of slacking on that. Maybe I will do a video, and I've been thinking about stretching out the place where I have my saltwater and doing another saltwater next to it. But the only problem with that is I need to figure out, like, I already got a 20, so that or 20 or 25. I'm pretty sure it's 25. But the thing is I was thinking about it. The only other tank size I would either want to do in salt right now is either a 40 or a 65, something around that side. I don't want to go too big in salt right now, because I know I can't keep track of that much salt water. I just know that, because I already struggled a little bit with this one and got over the hiccups with this. So, just keep it small and to where I can contain it. And if it's too big or too large, it becomes to where I can't, cope with it, and I can't copacetically take care of it by myself because I'm the only one doing all the work.
You're right.
And
Well,
me taking care of one saltwater or two saltwater tanks, and then 6 other freshwater tanks. It's kind of like multi-tank syndrome to the max.
yeah, I hear you. I think I got let's see, 11 or 12 tanks set up now. So believe me, I hear you.
When the guy over at the LFS is saying he has to clean 100 sump socks in one day, I just kind of sit back and think to myself, just multiply that a couple dozen times. Holy shit, that's a lot of work. Not only that, you think about all the towels they use daily. That's a lot of work too. I mean, by myself, I really don't think I could ever run a fish store by myself completely, without any help. I know one day in the future, maybe it might happen, fish/pet store, but not at this time and point. It's too much. I can attest that it is a lot of work. It is. You have to at least know somewhat of knowledge in plumbing, a little bit of knowledge in electrical, just for snags, and vice versa. You got to know all around knowledge about aquaria. We'll just call it
Well,
that instead of.
the plumbing's easy. The electrical's a little bit different, but you could do it all yourself. But it would be better if you had someone helping you. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Because no joke, I think I brought it up in my live stream last night when I was doing that. It's like my local area, all the mom and pop stores got wiped out. So it's like this is like prime area that's to set up a small little shop.
Yep.
Nothing too big, like maybe little 1,000 square foot shop, and get all the tanks out of my apartment, put it in there, or just come in, and you know what I mean. Just buy a ton of tanks all at once, set them all up, have them all drilled, do all the plumbing and all that stuff myself.
Yep.
Have maybe in the store 25, 20, 25 tanks initially. And then if it starts picking up steam, add new tanks. Bring in more stuff.
Wait, what about ice water? Hold on. Damn it, little sucker kid. Neighbor just threw some firecrackers at my door and then ran. DPK's like, I'm going to get a bucket with ice water ready in case he does it again. And I'm pouring on that little devil.
Right? That's funny.
I'm glad we don't have any little shitheads like that in my neighborhood. Now, my grandma's neighborhood, that's a whole nother story. That's like the little barrio, but we won't get into that. You'll be hearing them shoot off fireworks and pistols and everything else all night long. I'm not even joking. She lives in the middle of the city, too. It's just the ghetto, so that's how it is. I have killed 4 glasses. Let's go half and half. It's recommended to have RODI because everyone's water source is different, but some people have actually been successful with tap water. That's from the chat, by the way.
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
It's recommended to have RODI because everyone's water source is different, but some people have actually been successful with tap water. I don't know if he's talking about running salt water with tap and taking all the BS out of it, all the bad crap in it out,
Right.
and filterizing it in some fashion or sense. I'm just taking it as I read it, you know. But what I'm thinking is, yeah, that can be done. I've seen people take complete tap water, what they call their city water, their well water, whatever, and run it in with salt and put salt into it and turn it into salt water and do just fine. Yes, you do have a lot of chances of brown algae and or vice versa, bubble algae, but algae really, I believe, is just like what, phosphates, a buildup of phosphates and phosphorus and something else and a
algae is nitrates.
Yeah, nitrates.
Too much, or it could be ammonia, but usually probably not. It's usually nitrogen. That's just the nitrogen spike.
It's usually an increase in nitrogen cycle. That's correct. Yeah. It's kind of funny to me. My nephew has a little, I think it's like an 8.5 gallon, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
He lives out in Arizona and Bio Lake and yada yada. The water out there is so perfect. You don't even really have to treat it.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing he treats it for is tap, Yeah. And it's kind of funny to me that I remember that growing up, that all the years that we kept fish, we rarely had to treat it for much more than stuff in the tap water. And at that time and point, I want to say there was just more about sediment in the tap water. We used RODI, but the point I'm trying to get at is we didn't use a lot of chemicals like we do now. Like everybody uses some sort of water conditioner, some sort of ammonia out, some sort of bacteria. I don't even think we used that much bacteria back then. I could be wrong, but because my mom's boyfriend handled a lot of that stuff when I was younger. But it's not that I lack the knowledge to do all that stuff. I just lack the responsibility and the know how to pay attention at that time and point, I think, in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And all I cared about at that time and point was, obviously partying. I was a youngster.
Mm-hmm. I hear you.
Well, what do you call that? Whiskey bent and hellbound?
Sorry, while you're streaming, I'm looking on the Facebook Marketplace. Well, I got YouTube Red, so it doesn't close out the or Google or any of the apps and stuff.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
I was thinking about getting that.
Honestly, it's worth it. Then you don't have to watch ads and all that stuff. And people get credit for the ads still, even though you don't watch it because you got YouTube Red,
Yep. Cool. I just dropped the link in the side there. You guys let me know if that works or not. If it doesn't, I'll redact it in a second.
I don't know. The links in the chat were working for me, so.
Yeah. DPK says he's going to try to upgrade the 20-gallon to a 40-gallon this week. Anybody else have any new fish tank plans? I'm just curious what everybody else has got going on out there. I've been like slacking, being a slacker. And I promise with the new year, this is the main thing I promise with the new year. Videos galore. Videos, and more videos. And if I don't give you vidges, as I like to call them, for short,
yeah,
I'm a liar.
Uh-huh.
And you can call me on it.
Well, that's my goal, is to do more. try to keep up no matter what. Maybe not, 3 videos a week, but and no matter what, at least one live stream a week, and at least trying to get one type of video content out there. You know what I mean? I don't want to promise more than I can do.
I want to put something else in that tank with the pea puffers. Like, I was thinking these little blue Grammies, because they got little blue-sided Grammies, or they also have a red-sided Grammies, and they're both in the microfish family. So I didn't know this about betas, but or betas, whatever you guys want to call them. I didn't know that they were actually in the Grammy family until after mine passed away earlier this year. Well, after Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving Day. I think he got attacked by snails. So if you have an overabundance of snails in your tank, get a pea puffer right off the bat. Don't wait it out and think that your little beta can eat away the snails, because he can't kill them all. I'm just gonna let you know that now. And I'm pretty sure that's what killed my beta, Mr. Bubblesworth. Missed that fish. I have a fully grown pea puffer in the bedroom. I shit you guys not. He's that big. He's literally almost an inch and a half. And he's a little dick for sure, man, but
right.
But yeah, I hope that he lasts longer than I've had him like 2 years, I want to say, or close to it. Maybe close to it. I hope that I have them for 3 or 4, because they usually last about maximum 5 years in captivity. Hello, H2O fishes. This tank we've been talking about. Oh, wait, no. This one. Yeah, this one. The 40 or 45 or whatever the hell it is. We've been talking about, after we take the cichlids out of it, that either we're going to do a brackish tank or turn it into the second saltwater tank. We haven't decided yet. We want to kind of consolidate. So that was kind of the idea. And I want to take all my plecos out of the 6. No, wait, no. The 30-gallon right there. And I want to put them in this, the big one, when it's set up. But that'll be a couple weeks from now, because I obviously don't have the extra help. And no offense, but my mom's kind of too old to be climbing up on ladders and helping in tanks and stuff like that.
Right.
And yeah, we won't go into that. She kind of has some health issues, but other than that, she can't really be helping me. It just doesn't work. It turns into an argument, and then just, it ain't me, man. I'll tell you that right now. Streams seeming to be consistent, like staying on good, because usually I have this problem where it goes in, out, in, out, in, out. It says the stream health is good, so
that's good.
Yeah.
Well, are you running your internet through Wi-Fi?
Nope.
All right, so it's hardlined in, so that's good.
Yeah, the only way I'll ever play video games or anything like that, live stream all that, I have to be hardlined in, or my internet will drop me out every 10 minutes. We need a new modem. I think, but that's gonna have to wait.
Yeah, one thing at a time, right?
Yep. Oh man, when I got approved for this new card, Kohl's card, first
Mm-hmm.
thing I bought myself was a brand new freaking pair of shoes, dude. I'm like, I need a new pair of shoes.
Yeah. I don't blame you.
When you've been like sitting there sponging for cash for a little while, you kind of just feel like that. You gotta spoil yourself, you know.
Exactly. I definitely hear that.
We've been talking about we may or may not move to Idaho.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah, that would be a really big ball buster if I did that. Though I'd want to have to ship all my fish. You know what I mean? I'd ship them to me. I
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't. I wouldn't waste time taking them with me because the odds is you have a better likelihood of having all of them survive being shipped to you than you do trying to, you know, bring them with you and worry about keeping a aerator running, worry about keeping a some sort of portable filter running, and vice versa. You know, big old tanks, sub tanks, or whatever you want to call them, and troughs or whatever, and oh, that's just too much of a hassle at the end of the day. I've got like when it comes time to actually move, I've got like 10, 12 tanks in total, and like not all of them are set up, but still I've got a lot of tanks.
Yeah.
And
I have,
not only that, I have two pianos. So like when it comes time to actually me move, it's gonna be one hell of a move, dude. I'll
yeah.
damn well be hiring movers, so dude, I ain't gonna try to lift that either one of those pianos ever again. Ever again. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty strong, but fuck all that. Straight up, I'll hire somebody. Is those things are backbreakers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know what it is when Lepidochrome or Libidinochromis caerulea crossbreeds with an Aratus, but I think I've had that happen once or twice in this tank, and actually the first time was down in that tank, and then the second time was up here. I think she's pregnant again, so hopefully she. Thank you for subscribing, Kevin Pitts. Hopefully she drops eggs soon again. If she
That
does,
would be awesome.
then I'll be able to drop some more over at the LFS. And yeah, they only give me about 50 cents a pop for them, but it's store credit, but it's still something.
Every little bit adds up.
Yep. Last time I can say I only got about 10 or 15 of them, maybe 20 of them total. And then I gave them 9, so somewhere around probably 29 fish, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I hope to get that Pleco though down there breeding when they get me a male. Because that'll be like
That would be awesome.
that'll be something that'll like actually be able to be sold. That'll be like because it's rare, and I'd get credit for that more than I would probably get money for bringing them Plecos too.
Oh
But
yeah,
I've never in my life raised ancestors Plecos of any kind. So for me, that would be a feat and a half.
yeah, but it's a good goal.
Yeah. What is up, KG Cichlid? Sorry, I was kind of ignoring the chat for a second. I dropped the link a few minutes ago. If anybody wants to join, you're more than welcome. What's up, Kevin Pitts? What's up, DPK? What is up, KG? What is up, Fish Tropic? What is up, H2O Fish? Shiz. Hope you guys are having a great New Year. And I hope you had a great Christmas as well. I've been kind of absent those few days. What is up, Biggies? Yeah, my burritos got cold. That's okay. I'll go warm them up in a little while. I can't believe like every time I get a bottle of this, it usually is drank by just me because I'm like the only one that drinks around here. But it, it's not like it goes to waste because I drink wine, and it's not like I drink it to get drunk. I just drink it so I can sleep. Dude, can't fall asleep anymore.
What?
I can't really fall asleep anymore unless I have something like this to knock me the hell out, and it's kind of stupid.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to call it quits for the school hangout. I'm about to fall
It's all
asleep.
good. It's all good, brother.
Plus, I gotta get up and get my son. He didn't come over today. He wanted to stay at the place, so.
Yeah, yeah. It was good to do a hangout with you though, and a few other guys. Although it was cut short.
Yeah, it was fun, man. All
I
right,
mean,
I
I've
gotta let.
actually missed doing the hangouts. I'll say that for sure. And if anybody else wants to jump on here after Brian goes, that's fine with me too.
All right, guys, have a happy New Year. I'm going to bed. Have a good night, Nick. Thanks for the invite.
Oh, no problem. No
Take it
problem.
easy.
You too, bro. Jason got the good up here. I don't know if I shared this with you guys, but kind of got this keyboard over my birthday, which was like months ago. And then I had a problem with setting it up. The first one had a firmware problem. The second one is like, I don't know. But I know one thing, I can't play it while we're live like this. I wish I could. I wish I had a better processor to do so, but I don't, sadly. And yeah, I don't know why it won't let me add certain people in to this Google Hangout here. I tried. Let's see. trying to add BPK in here and it won't let me. It keeps telling me no result matching GPK aquariums is found. I tried adding Jason in here and it keeps telling me no fish tropic is found. I'm not even shitting you guys. You probably think, hey, Nick's just drunk. He can't figure out Google Hangouts. No, it's not me being drunk. I promise you that. I promise you that. But yeah, for some reason it won't let me like drop a link to you guys. I've tried dropping it in the one that we were in earlier. Nope. And like when freaking Brian drops links over there, it usually does it too. Yeah, it is weird. I think it's a YouTube thing. It's just them trying to keep you from getting messed with, you know? Have your streams shot down or whatever. That's weird. That is very weird. Let's try this. Oh. What the fuck? You know what's funny? Earlier tonight, Mom was like, she went around the corner to go get some stuff. The store, right? Anyways, she went around the corner. And then she comes back. She's like calling me. I'm kind of weirded out. Why are you calling me? You just went around the corner. What's the reason you need to call me? And then she's like, you didn't get the cops called on you, did you? I was like, no. Why? She's like, because there's like 15 or 20 cops at the end of our street. I should you not. People always ask me when the cops are at the end of the street, is it you? Was it you? No, it wasn't me. Do I just look like a delinquent? I guess I just look like a troublesome, no good, bad seed. What is up, Majestic Animals, aka Tim? I'm pretty sure he could get people to. Okay, hold on. I gotta figure this crap out. I don't know why it keeps not like. I want to show you guys the freaking saltwater tank right now, but sadly I don't have the thing for the GoPro to go live. If I did, I would go and show you the saltwater tank because, yeah, I really like the maroon clown I got today. I've been wanting to get him for weeks. He was okay. What I call this is like glass fighting. He was trying to fight a bigger clown through the glass. And I call this glass fighting when they flare at each other and go back and forth, and it seems like they're trying to beat each other up through the glass. He was doing that little cute action for like 2-3 weeks. And then they sold the bigger clown, so obviously Nick was like, okay, I didn't need the bigger clown anyways, so yeah, I talk about myself in third person. If you don't like it, bite me. Anyways, the point being is he was so cute, swimming up and down, up and down, up and down. and I wanted him, and I bought him, and it was kind of an impulse buy, but I at least knew that what it eats and all that, and knew that it wouldn't really bother my other fish in the tank. And actually, Groucho has already put that clown in its place. And if you guys didn't know who Groucho is, Groucho's my Starry Night Blemmy. At first, I thought he was a different type of Blemmy. I can't remember which one it was at the time and point, but that's irrelevant. And the point is he's a little badass, and he thinks he owns the tank, and he was the first fish in the tank, so no shit, he thinks he owns the tank. And as you can tell, yeah, I'm pretty buzzing, so. Okay, so it's only working through Facebook. Okay, so DPK, I'll give it to you, and you can give it to everybody else. I don't know if I have Jason on my Facebook. I need to add you, Jason. What is up? Howdy, howdy, howdy.
What's going on, man?
Not too much. Yeah,
Seems like some people having trouble getting on.
yeah. I think it's either YouTube or Google, some screwing up or something like that.
Yeah, I think I'm just one of them lucky guys. It seems like every time I go to get on one of the Hangout chats, I never have any problems whatsoever.
Are you on a phone or on a computer?
I'm on my phone.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, it seems like everybody does a live chat like this. I just click the link and I get right in.
Bam. Yeah. That's what I've been trying to. I don't know why it's been giving people hassle, but I guess it just doesn't like people when they.
Yeah, it's been doing it for a while because I do some live chats with like Big and some other people, and it seems like it's always doing it.
I saw that the other night. Actually, I saw who was it? Tim. I think it was Tim. Tim and Biggies and a few other guys. I think you were there.
Yeah, I think I was in that one for a few, but then I ended up having to jump off.
I want to show this fish that is over here, but now the lights are out, and I don't want to keep turning them on and off and on and off because you know how cichlids are. They tend to act more aggressive towards each other.
Yeah.
When the lights are excessively on. But I got this new Placo. I guess they come with blue eyes. I thought that maybe it had, cloud eye or whatever. And I was wrong. They, I guess, come with blue eyes and white feelers. It's kind of weird. But I guess they're it's a Pleco, but it's like a cross. So it's a bit rare, I guess.
Is it a blue-eyed Penake?
Yeah, it's a blue eye. Yeah.
Yeah, those dudes are expensive, or can be at least.
Well, I got him in on a mix of Plecos, so they didn't know what he was.
Yeah, I know. I live in Indiana, and last time I saw one here, it was $120.
I got it for free.
Hell yeah, dude! Can't argue with that.
Yeah, it was a Christmas present, so not exactly free, just Christmas.
They get big.
Like, here, take this. It'll live through anything.
Yeah, they get a pretty good size.
I can't wait to put in the tank behind me.
Yeah, I'm new to your channel. I just saw everybody saying you were doing a live stream, so I figured I'd jump over here and see what's up and meet some new people.
That's why I kind of figured, I might as well. I guess they did it through Facebook the other night. Did a live stream through Facebook and junk like that. I'm going to drop my Facebook link in the side there.
Yeah, I just clicked the YouTube link that you had put on there and got in that way.
Yeah, a few people have problems getting in. I don't know why. Maybe it's something on my end blocking them. I don't know.
Yeah, people get mad at me because I can jump in all the time, no matter who's doing the chat. I don't ever have any issues. I always click the first link I see and get right in. So what all kind of fish do you do? Just cichlids?
Fuck. I don't know why I did that. I have no clue. Am I back? Really? 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 Really, really? Why are you being a piece of crap, computer? Okay, okay. I have no idea why it just chose to do that, but awesome. Switch cameras. Y'all can still hear me? It just crashed me mid-sentence. I really hate when that happens. Okay. So can we switch back to my other camera, or is it being gay? No, it's being gay. I'll be right back. For some reason, it doesn't let me use my 920, but whatever. Is what it is. At this point, as long as you can hear me, that's all that really matters. Don't have a clue what happened there.
Yeah, I don't know either. I was sitting there for a few, and then it finally said that you left the call.
Yeah. What were you asking when it crapped out?
I was asking what all kind of cichlids you do, or fish. Do you do cichlids and just kind of random stuff, or?
I have a saltwater tank. I have 2 pea puffer tanks. One with about where is it? A pea puffer about this size, and then one with a full grown pea puffer that's about, let's see, right there on my pinky. And then there's another pea puffer in there that he's not the same size. And then there's auto cichlids in there, you know, the little guys. And then
yeah, the Odos.
Then there's 2 black and yellow gobies in there, and those guys are gonna end up getting this tank in a couple of weeks, or probably about a week, probably less than that. I haven't really decided. You know, it's just all in timing if I get it done, or vice versa. I planned on getting it done today, but it just didn't happen.
Are the black and yellow gobies the bumblebee gobies?
Yeah, yeah. They were my favorite for a while. They were my favorite for a while, but they I don't know, it's just something to look at in the bedroom now. You know?
You won't let me post the link.
They're definitely not very active.
Yeah, they're not very active is what I mean. What's up, Biggies?
Yeah, what's up, Big?
They're not active like cichlids, at least. That's all I was trying to get at. What's up?
My phone was dying. That's why I left.
Oh, yeah.
I can't post now. I guess I'm not a mod.
Oh,
where did Cop go? His stream just totally went down.
Where's my camera at? I'm not woke.
It is right there.
Where is it? On the fish tank?
Yeah.
I can see your 75 back behind you.
It's on the TV set.
Looks
It's
like
on the TV set. I tried to post the link up there, but it wouldn't let me. I guess because I'm not a mod.
Oh, yeah.
I guess Nick need to make me a mod so I can post shit.
Here. I'll just drop it again.
Yeah, like I said, I'm newcomer to your channel, Nick. I saw that you was doing a live stream, so figured I'd jump on, meet some new people.
I used to do them all the time, but then I kind of got tired of it, or vice versa. School kind of got in the way, so I just took a break from it for a while, and I guess my computer is kind of like crapping out now when I do them, so it's like hit or miss, you know. It depends on the internet at that hour, if everybody's on it around here or whatever, because it tends to fluctuate, I've noticed.
Where you at? What school you go to?
I am currently going to a place called Moore Park College, but yeah, that's kind of giving my location out, but I don't really care. But yeah, it seems like a all right school if you want to get your associates there and whatnot. But
Right.
if you want to go further than that, usually you have to go to a bigger school than that. Which obviously I want to get my bachelor's. I just kind of been farting around with it.
Yeah, I'd like to go back to school. I just keep putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. I'm getting ready to be 36 here about a month and a half.
I am 10 years younger than you. I know.
Yeah,
I don't.
everybody sees me when I do the chats. Everybody thinks I'm like 20-some years old.
People think I'm older than I am, and I feel younger than I am, but really don't. Sometimes, like,
Yeah. I still get carded for rated R DVDs.
I got carded tonight, man.
Oh, for real?
It made me feel young. It's like, do I really look that young? Shit. Let me cut the beard.
Yeah, I used to have long hair. I let it grow for about 4 years straight, and I didn't really get carded at all then. But then once I cut it all back off, then that's when they started carding me again.
Yep. So where y'all from?
We live in Ohio.
Ohio. What about you? Kevin?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm in Indiana, about 40 minutes north of Indianapolis.
Fun. I've never been there. I've only ever been through Cleveland on a bus. And
Yeah, I'm kind of out in the middle of nowhere, a bunch of cornfields. I'm outside a little small town.
that's always nice. I like being out in the sticks. Just
Yeah, I do
personal
too.
preference. But
Definitely
there ain't
not
no
a sleeper.
sticks out here in California, I'll tell you what.
Yeah,
Unless you're up north.
yeah, that's what I was getting ready to say. Northern California probably wouldn't be too bad.
I was really blown away when I first saw this catfish because I was like, what is that? I kept asking the guy, what is that? Or, I mean, pleco, you know, catfish, pleco, the same thing. Anyways.
Yeah, technically speaking, a Penanque is different than a Pleco because Penanque eats wood.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know what you're talking about, man. I'd love to have one of them guys, but they're just so expensive when they show up around here, and it's few far and in between when they even show up.
That's how I feel about a lot of saltwater fish around here. It's like they're usually really expensive. I need to get up and turn the light back on. They're usually like, especially for clowns, like designer clowns.
Yeah.
I'll never see myself a pair of designer clowns anywhere under $200. I'll tell you that. It's
They range from about 120, 130 around here for like the platinums, and all those good ones. I had a reef tank for a while. I didn't have any clowns in it though. I had a bunch of corals and had like about every kind of cardinal that you could think of: the Bangais, the pajamas, the red lines. Had some scooter dragonettes, a few different kinds of damselfish. Had an orchid an orchid basslet from the Red Sea.
Yeah,
I miss it. I've got an empty tank though. I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do with it. I thought about back up South American cichlids, but I'm kind of maybe thinking about doing another little small reef tank.
you know, I was one of those people for the longest time that I said, "Oh, don't put these fish with these fish; they'll tear each other apart." Yada yada yada. I was one of those people that often said that. And then, you know what? I turned around and I basically became the hypocrite because now I basically have done that. I've taken them and I've mixed them, and I successfully have mixed Africans with 2 South Americans, but it was a long feat to get them to where they are now, to where they're not bothering the hell out of each other. But I took 2 convicts and I mixed them together with the Africans, and they just leave them alone. I mean, yeah, for the most part, my female messes with all the males because she thinks she's still hot shit, but other than that, I don't really have any problems with them, and I plan on putting them in the big 100-gallon tank behind me when I get it set up, obviously.
Right on. Yeah, you gotta join our group on Google Plus, man.
What is the group called?
Mixed African Cichlids, the MAC.
MAC?
Yeah, I'm one of the co-owners of the group. Like, I think we're like 580 or 509 members now.
It's cold as fuck. I wonder if Nick get this thing age restricted.
It's negative 13 degrees here right now.
Yep.
I know Nick
I
got to
can't.
have
I
this thing
can't
age
say
restricted.
over here it's not that cold.
We done
I would
got
hope
this
not,
thing
California.
age restricted. We in trouble.
It's only 40 something here, so.
Oh man, I be out there in my shorts. It's cold as fuck up here in Cleveland. That wind chill off that lake is killing me.
You said mixed African cichlids?
MAC?
Yeah.
Found it.
How did that come and
I don't
work
know.
out?
I don't know if you. I don't know if you know the other owners or not. It's me, Electric Water, Fin Time, and Toy Car are the 4 owners of the group.
There's 508 members. There's too many of us.
There can never
Negative
be
1 where B2 Fishy is. That's just too cold.
Who else in there? Jimmy H in there.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people. Ben O charts in it. There's a lot of people in it.
I'm wondering why this other camera stopped working.
KC Chiclet.
Oh, there we go. It's back. Yeah, that tank behind me. Over my head. Hold up.
It's time to aggravate
See that
who
over
I
there?
gotta mess with about
That's
snails this
good
early in the
vibe,
morning.
That was the best buy I've ever bought.
He woke me up, so I'm gonna aggravate the hell out of him now.
What'd you end up giving for it?
I can't share that on live. It was too good. Yeah.
But we don't know what part. He might be in that valley.
I'll be right back. I gotta take a leak.
Right on.
Yeah, I've been sitting here drinking wine after wine after wine. So, damn wine.
That's a nice flop.
Let me go ahead and make Carlos mad right now.
Nah, that's mine, son. You've seen it already.
Make his puppet mad.
It's messing around with him. Is my mic working?
Yeah, it's working. Let me make Carlos
It's
mad.
really loud over here, so I'm muting the mic a lot because the fireworks still going over here.
Make his puppet get mad. Like, where's my dinner?
I still can't find. Oh, I found one guy on the island selling. Get this, 5 ocelot shell doors for $20, man.
Dude, those are my favorite shell dwellers. The oscillated. I
Yeah,
used to have some myself. I had some of the gold ones.
Kevin, you
I
ain't
might meet up
slept
with that
yet?
guy on the 7th to pick it up. Cause that's a good deal, you know what I mean? 5
Yeah.
for $20.
Kevin, you ain't slept yet.
I had one. The first one I bought, I paid $4.99 for him.
Yeah, so I was thinking about just getting a small group and make them colonize by themselves, yeah? Cause that's the small ones, yeah, the one I'm getting. It's not the...
Yeah, the three shell dwellers I dealt with when I had my Tanganyikans were the oscillated, the Similis, and the Brevis.
Ah, nice. Yeah, I want to sample one out, try it out.
I know I'm not good at it.
Yeah, they're cool, man. My oscillated shell dweller, he had the
Kevin,
snails.
snails get easy.
Just pick up the snail shell and swim around the tank with it, and take it and move it in different parts of the tank.
You know what? Screw it. It's New Year's. I'll turn them back on. It's only an hour.
Yeah, that's a 150 long, isn't it, Nick?
Move with him.
Yeah. It's like either 150 or 125. It's acrylic, and it was a good deal. Other than a few scratches on it, it's all right. I saw today, or no, both today and yesterday, the guy at the LFS, he just got in a 450. I'm telling you,
Oh, damn.
this thing wouldn't even fit in my room, dude. I couldn't even imagine filling something like that up. That would take me like a day and a half, maybe 4 days just to fill it up.
Yeah, I need to get me at least a 120 or a 125 for my Africans that I got.
That's why I want to put all my Africans in there because, you know, they won't fight over room anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a big old Fusco right now. It's just probably almost 7.5 inches. I need to get a bigger tank to get him in.
If I grabbed a handful of my substrate out right now, somebody's saying don't kill snails in the chat. If I grab a handful of my substrate out right now, you will see nothing but snails.
Yeah, that's how my planning tank is.
And you know what's funny?
Snails galore.
When the cichlids see them climbing up the side of the tank, they snap them off there and they kill them. They eat them.
Yeah, my main tank that I've got my big African cichlids in, I had ram's horns and trumpet snails in there. And I ended up getting some Mbuna. And all the Mbuna basically just devastated all the snails in my tank. So there's only just a few trumpet snails in there here and there. But I ended up having to take the Mbuna out of my tank just because they weren't getting along with the peacocks and the haps.
If there's one fish you could have in any part of the hobby, what would it be? And what type of fish?
If I had a tank big enough, a Malawi trout.
They just took one of those from that big 450 tank that I just told you about.
Oh yeah.
You
They had
got
one of
to
those.
save them for me. Don't you kill them, please. Here, last month it was Cop. Now this month is Carlos about these snails. I go
What are
snails
they,
like
little
it ain't
pods?
nothing.
Are they pond snails?
They pond
That's what it
snails,
looks
they're trumpet snails. You give me snails, I can grow them like it ain't nothing.
Yep. Me too.
And I torture people by snails. Just like with guppies. You give me some guppies, I grow them like I can pop them like I can throw guppies, I can go guppies like crazy. He got my guppies now up there in New York and they driving him crazy. So they won't stop fucking. I'm training them fuck.
Oh shit.
I just turned my tank light back on. This is my main tank. There's my big Fusco.
You separate the males from the females because they got tired of them fucking. That's what they supposed to do. Fuck. There's nothing
Is that
wrong
a
with
red?
it.
Is that a red there? Dragon's blood?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have one of those too. He thinks
Yeah,
he's
Yeah, this is an all male tank. That there with the blue fin, that was one that I crossed with it's a Eureka Red crossed with an OB.
Yeah. You know, those reds and those OBs, people often don't know, but they can sometimes be crossed with the eye biter, and people won't even know it, and they'll be like full on attacking their other fish, and they'll wonder why. And that's usually why. A lot of time, that's one of the most commonly hybrid fish in the peacock or cichlid nation. I know that for a fact.
Yeah, OBs are one of the biggest hybrids. It cracks me up. People talk about how bad they don't like hybrids, but yet they'll keep OBs in their tank, and I'm like, do you guys not realize that an OB is a hybrid?
Yep.
Most OB peacocks have been crossed with OB and Buna, and then it got moved into certain kind of haps. I think it's a friar eye was one of the main haps that they bred it with, and then that's when it went from haps or from the friar eye and then getting bred into haps.
I don't know if you see him, but he keeps popping his head out over here. You'll see him every he went over here. You'll see him every 5 minutes or so. He's one of my biggest fish in there. He's pink, not red. He's like light pink, almost albino white. But that's literally my favorite fish in the cichlid. and it's a Mabuna. It's a Metroclima pyracinotos. I believe I'm saying that right, even though I'm a little drunk. So forgive me.
Yeah, I've got some Mabuna that I got to take into my. I got some Mabuna that I got to take into my fish to my local fish store and trade in. They just ended up getting too mean for they just constantly chasing around all my peacocks and got tired of it. I got a red top hongi and a blue lips that I need to take in and get rid of.
Nick, what happened to that salt tank? That's it over in the first one, right? Your
Yeah,
salt tank.
What's
my
that,
salt
big?
tank is in the living room with my mom. Actually,
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
call her IT mama.
yeah,
She is.
'cause
She's an IT mama, Jack. You give her some electronics.
she actually does handle most of my technical problems. If I'm really having a technical problem, most of the time, mom is the one that handles it. So
Yeah, that's IT mama right there, Jack. That's her name, IT mama. Nick, give me that camera. You ain't gonna tear it up. Since that's
Yeah, that's
the minute she opened her mouth up, I said, yeah, that's IT mama, Jack. Man, that
I
roast
breed OB.
smells good.
oh, that was good
There's-
wine.
There's a VC10 I got to get rid of too.
Why would you get rid of that? That's so beautiful.
It was getting beat up by my Fusco.
Ah, Fusco's getting big.
I don't like to get rid of fish.
Oh, it's out
I don't
of
like to get rid
focus.
of fish, but some fish just don't go well with others. Like
Yep.
on my logo,
Why is it so out of focus tonight? Kevin, cut it off.
on my that OB, it's on my logo. That's actually that I had to get rid of. I went ahead. He killed 9 fish in 2 years. He cost me a lot of money, and I held out for a long time on getting rid of him. But then I just finally bit the bullet and said, "Man, I got to get rid of him. I can't keep spending money."
Look at the snail.
I had to pay homage.
I had a crossbreed of I want to say it was a bluegill with some sort of cichlid. I want to say it was either a Texas or a something else, but I know it's possible, but it doesn't happen very often. Anyhow, I had to get rid of this fish because this fish thought it was like necessary to start attacking every other fish in the tank and go head to head with an Oscar. And I got rid of the Oscar before I got rid of that fish, but I raised that fish up from like that,
Little small guy.
and I got him in with a bunch of Gambusia, and I thought he was like some sort of cichlid, and I was right. He was mixed between a Florida cichlid and a Floridian sunfish. So they often do that down there. If you didn't know that, that's how they sneak them across big waters. Is they cross the fish and then they bring them over, and then they say, "Hey, you can't bust us because it's this fish."
Yeah.
So that's how they get away with.
Yeah, my OB, he was like a great white shark, man. He just circled the tank and just started attacking everybody. I just talked to my fish store a couple days ago. I got rid of him probably like 2 weeks ago. And when I talked to him, they're like, yeah, he's still here. They're like, he's been sold 3 times and been brought back 3 times because he's so mean.
Mhm. I had a.
I mean, you can tell by my logo. He's a beautiful fish. You can tell by my logo. I mean, that's
Yeah.
a picture that I gave to make the logo for me.
Who made that logo for you?
They got electric water.
Electric water. Oh fuck!
Got a little baby
I got
in
gas.
my LMS right now that's like a miniature version of the guy's logo. So I'm gonna pick that guy up for sure. Hopefully, maybe he won't turn into a psychopath like the other one was.
Welcome, welcome.
I'm
Hey, what's
a
up?
big OB.
Nothing much. Just doing that crazy thing in the middle of the night.
Hell yeah.
Yep. Middle of the night
Very
chat.
good.
Hey, Big, this is like the third night I'm talking to you at 4 o'clock in the morning.
I'm always up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Hawaiians won't let me sleep. Somebody woke me up. I don't know who it is. I was dead asleep to the world. I had that mask on. I was asleep.
I was just about to lay down trying to go to sleep, but then I saw there was a live stream going on. So, like I said, I figured I'd jump on, meet some new people.
Well, you know, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. It's time for Mark to be streaming. When Nick go off, I'm going to have to stream now because I'm up. I'll probably start playing around with these snails. I'll put my hand in them and start catching them so I can start sending them to Carlos. I crack people up when I put my hand inside the tank and grabbing them. How you grab those little small things?
Hold up. I'll be right back.
I don't see what's so hard about grabbing snails with your hand and taking them out the water and put them in glass. I should go ahead and do it now. Start catching them. The mailman will be here on the 16th. They got so many of them. I got them in 3 tanks. I gotta cut that population down. If I don't, they're gonna overtake me. They breed like crazy.
Just go buy some Hadda snail, put it in a tank, and that'll kill them all off. Copper sulfate.
Nah, I better give them to somebody who loves them, that can use them. Pop can't grow them in his tank, so why
I
kill
don't
them
know
off
if you
while
guys
somebody
can
can
see
feed them
that.
to their fish? Then I have to worry about having empty dead snails in my tank. That's another problem. Why I could just catch them and give them to somebody else.
Those two right in front are mom and dad.
Right on.
We're talking about
There.
mom and dad. Oh, let me flip through it. What are you talking about? It's the
Okay,
last
yeah.
guy control of the camera. On the camera on his stream, I control his pictures.
Is that
I wanna-
Nebratis in that tank too?
Yeah. He's the one that produced a majority of the babies. And then I want to say 2 dads came and produced babies on that one because I noticed differences in coloration and I noticed stripes similarities that my fish I call Pinky has that the Aratus just does not have. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All
And
them,
you can
all them. Go
you
ahead.
can usually tell when fish have multiple dads or vice versa, multiple fish lay eggs into one other cichlid. You just can tell when they come out. I don't know how long you guys have been raising cichlids. I've been doing it since I was probably 12 years old. So
Yeah, it's about. I started keeping fish when I was about 12 or 13. Like I said, I'm getting ready to be 36. I've been breeding. I breed OBs. I've been breeding them for about 2 or 3 years now.
the first thing I ever bred was Oscars. And I can say maybe 3 of them survived.
I'd say probably the first thing I successfully bred is I crossbred a black Congo Calbus with an orange bean Compressiceps. I've got one of those left, and then I crossbred an albino Temminck's bristlenose with a Panama red bristlenose.
Never had a Panama red in my life. I've never had a Panama red in my life.
And they're cool. All the plecos that I have in all my tanks right now, they're all offspring of those 2.
That's cool. I've had really bad luck the past 2 years with Pecos. I mean, the one I've had the longest is the brown spot that's in that 30-gallon behind me. And he's almost, I want to say he's almost 4 inches long.
Yeah, my biggest bristlenose nose I got is he's about probably 5.5 inches.
How many years?
And
How
the
many,
longest,
how many years old is he? Is that what you asked, Big?
Yep.
I think I bred him in 2007 or 2009.
mine's only about 2 or 3 years old, I want to say.
Hell,
Maybe
man, my
3 years old.
that I've got, I've only got two of them left. The Calvus from the offspring, and Cylindricus. They're my two. They're my two old fish. My Cylindricus is 13 years old, and the Calvus is 9 years old. They're my grumpy.
So, he's out. You should have a happy new year, not to cut you off. I was just letting you know he bounced. Night, Jay.
Let me go back to the room and see what's going on in the room. I forgot about
And,
the room.
For all of you that don't know, Fish Tropics, it's his birthday today. Happy birthday, Fish Tropic.
Happy birthday.
Jason's birthday today. Today your birthday.
Some of my Timbuna are getting too big to be down in that 20-gallon, though. I can tell you that much. They're picking on each other.
I've been happy New Year. I'm out, guys. Jason,
Yeah, that guy's
he's dead.
Brown. He looks like he's got a nice orange color to him, like an orangish pink color.
This Jay must be not feeling good, but he going to bed. Or his phone that died on him.
Whose stream died on him?
His body must have died on his cell phone. That's why he said he going to bed. Like he been up all night when I've been asleep. I've been out cold.
I'm so glad that none of my friends or family lost their homes in these fires. Because some of them are still going.
The fires ain't stopped yet.
Yeah, a lot of them are still burning. I'm just glad I didn't break my GoPro the other day when I dropped my phone.
So I can put those panda cookies in here. Should be all gone.
Oh shit. That wasn't supposed to happen. Unplugged straight in. Yeah, why is that happening? And unplugged straight in. That makes no sense. Oh well.
Yo, there isn't an echo through my computer, right? When you guys are talking?
Oh, you gotta turn your
Yeah, it's me.
You gotta mute the speaker.
I could put my headset on.
You gotta mute the speaker on YouTube and then stop it.
Nah, it's definitely me. Because there we go.
What all's in that tank behind you?
Yeah, I just put my headset on.
Somebody asked what all is in that tank behind me.
Yeah.
Which one?
I got those guppies also. Some other guppies in there. You know, I had guppies every 15 days. And this one, I got some kind of guppies I will put in the bottom tank.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, my tanks, there's nothing but cichlids other than some plecos.
Yeah, I was curious about the tank with the blue light shining.
Yeah, that has a pleco, what do you call it? A moonlight catfish, or I think that's what it's called.
An eclipse catfish.
Yeah, an eclipse catfish. A pair of clowns, I believe, brother and sister, and then there's one convict in there because he was picking on everybody over here, so I moved him back. What he was really doing is he was trying to impregnate his female because he thought, "Oh, I gotta strike dominance, so let me just blip 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 blip." Fish are funny like that.
Yeah. In my all male tank, I get some fish every now and then. I know they're all males, and still every now and then you'll get one of them that'll try to start flashing like he wants to breed with them. I'm like, you guys are sexually frustrated.
I didn't know that happened in fish. No. Oh, jeez. Damn wine.
So what's all everybody been doing for New Year's night?
Sleeping.
Water
Drinking.
changes.
Put my mask on and I was asleep.
Drinking.
Yep, I got my hip rubbed, my back rubbed, and I was asleep.
What size is that sponge filter there?
30.
30?
I think. Let me look. I got another one on the thing. I think it's a 30. I know I got another one. I think that's a 30.
You know, I never knew that they made 100-gallon sponge filters.
Yep.
And I saw one the other day, and I was like, that is the biggest sponge filter I've ever freaking seen.
You know, it's one of my.
Yeah, the biggest one I've seen was a 120-gallon one. They had it in my local fishing store.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's a 30-gallon. I got a bigger one inside the 75-gallon.
I've never owned a sponge filter.
Me neither.
They're really good when you're raising fish.
Oh
When
man,
you
I
want
got air popping out that thing. You know, man. I got to rinse it off anyway if I put those panda guppies in there. I don't think no more flies in that tank. I don't see them flying no swimming around. I'm gonna go ahead and put those panda guppies in there. Should we go ahead and do it now? Procrastinate.
Oh,
Yeah, when I was always raising fish and had babies in a tank, I would make custom sponges and put them over the filter intakes. That way, no babies that get stuck up or anything like that. That's about the only thing I ever use sponges.
yeah.
I don't see no more flies in that tank.
If I make a sump for the 100 whatever gallon behind me, I plan on putting some sort of sponge filtration in there because I just know it works, and I know that with breeding that it actually promotes more life because a lot more bacteria can live inside that sponge.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
If you check out the Mixed African Cichlids group, one of our owners, like I say, his name is Toy Carfouche Boy. He just got a 150-gallon tank, and he did a whole DIY on his sump he set up for each step and what he put in it and how he did it and all that good stuff. So that might be a cool video for you to watch if you're thinking about doing that.
I might just do a water change and make sure all them out of there anyway. If there ain't no water in the tank, I tell you, ain't no more fly in there. What y'all think I should do?
Is that big?
to make sure there's no more other guppies in that tank. Cause I don't see no more fries in there. I've been looking for the last couple of days. And I ain't saw no more in there.
Yeah, you think you see them in there darting around a little bit.
Hmm?
So if there was some in there, you think you'd see them darting around a little bit.
I don't see no more. I'm good for getting guppies out. You done seen that. They be fresh born after grab them out of there. I be like, where that guppy at? I don't see no guppy in that tank. I go over there and get that guppy out quick as bee. I don't want my guppies ate up.
And the only time I've ever kept guppies was when I had some American. I raised guppies for my food. You know, just going to a fish store, find food, you don't know what they've been feeding on.
And I'm back. Sorry about that.
So good. That's my only experience with guppies. Guppies and platies, I breed them to feed them like Mannequin Say and Green Terror and the Texas Cichlid. All the bigger South American.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know how I got into guppies. I don't even like guppies. What the crap? I'm a Tetris lover.
Yeah, I
This
think that's
is
actually
really messed up.
Oh,
I
my
got
bad.
end up getting into
I think that's the
not
only peacock I actually have.
guppy lover. Now I got more guppies and I do Tetris.
I never really messed with tropical community fish all that much. I mean, I guess technically, African spotted leaf fish, the leopard stympoma, they're considered a tropical community fish. I had a breeding group of those guys.
That guy had a lot of color when I first got him, but like I noticed as he's gotten older, he's lost a lot of his color. Like, yeah, he still has blue in his face, but he was a lot more red when I first got him. He's kind of lost some red, and he went through a battle of what do you call that? Fin rot or flesh rot?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Look at them. Tons of them.
Oh yeah,
Look
little
at all
baby
these fucking fries.
bambinos.
need to get you some swordtails, big.
Why? So they can multiply like these damn guppies?
At least the swordtail's cooler to look at than a guppy.
You know, Gambusia,
It was a joke. I got these.
mosquito fish are basically a form of swordtails. A lot of people don't know that. I just thought I'd share that. Mosquito fish, aka Gambusia, they're a crossbreed of swordtails.
Oh, right on.
A lot of people don't know that, but if you see like the little sword ending on their tail, that's why.
Nice.
Yeah, didn't know.
I got a guppy with a sword tail on it. I got everything up the cop.
And not only that, they can survive in brackish temperature or brackish climate water.
Yeah.
So I only know that because obviously I keep them with my puffers, but anything the puffers don't eat up, they tend to go back and eat it. They're good scavengers. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. When I had my pea puppers, I had them in a straight freshwater tank.
Yeah.
I'd like to do a brackish tank though. I'd like to get some monos and some scats and some of the different cooler brackish water fish. I had larger fish, a couple of them, but I had them straight freshwater.
Yeah, I just experimented on that one because the guys at the store kept telling me, hey, you can keep them with this and this, and it'll be fine. And you guys probably be blown away at what I keep my pea puffers in for pH wise, but they're actually standardly, in my tank anyways, kept at an 8.2, and no matter what I do to try to lower the pH or whatever, if I try to lower it, it just crashes it. So I just leave it the hell alone. I mean, if they're fine at an 8.2, then why mess with it, right? If it's not broken, don't fix it. Something my grandpa used to say all the time.
Yep.
I think we said that both at the same time.
Yep, Jinx.
I don't like that orange guppy right there. We had they put him on that top tank.
Yeah, one of the live I'd kind of like to experiment with that I've only ever seen them a couple times, but are the little half-beaks. Look like little itty-bitty needlefish, but they only got half the beak that like needlefish would have. I think those guys are kind of cool.
You know, for being the only peacock in that tank, he behaves himself. Like, yeah, he chases the Mbuna a lot, but he knows his ground and he knows when to back off.
Yeah, so I'm surprised my Mbuna aren't bullying him around.
Nah, he's the bully. He's the biggest fish in there, that's why.
Yeah, my Blue Lips was my big bully. That's why I take him out. Blue Lips is probably 4 inches, and like I said, my Fusco's about 7.5. And that Blue Lips bullied that Fusco around like crazy.
Let me go ahead and take these clean this one out.
He's lost his tail at least 5 times doing that. Bullying.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I keep having to put him in a box. Put him in the box. Tell him, hey, you need to stop that shit.
Put him in some timeout. Put him in a breeder box or something.
Yeah. There's this fish store out here called Seaside Aquatics. That's out in LA. I tell you what, they have some of the most amazing different colored tropical fish that I've ever seen. And the only reason I know this is I went to, what do you call it, Reefapalooza. But a lot of the tropical fish came from either their store or another LA store, another Orange County store, vice versa. And some of the fish that they keep, though, dude, oh my God, I wish I had a couple $1,000 and drop it on fish. People think that that's bad when you say you drop a couple $1,000 on fish, because that at that level is an addiction.
Multi-tank syndrome.
Yep.
Like I said, it's family owned privately, and they got a big saltwater section, and then their freshwater section is probably 3 times the size of their saltwater section, and then they sell like reptiles and snakes, scorpions, spiders, and tree frogs.
That's something I've never done is tree frogs. I mean, I've done those little African frogs. A lot of people probably be blown away by this, but I've kept African frogs with African cichlids. I used to keep them with, this was way back in the day when I was probably like 13, 14. I kept them with Mbuna for the longest time. This isn't my first go around with Mbuna. Yeah. And they survived for the longest time, and then I did the dumbass mistake by introducing one freaking Oscar into that tank, and he destroyed them all. I was a kid, though. I didn't know any better at that time and point. I wish I would have.
Yeah, you live and you learn.
Yep. Just like with clownfish, or I mean not clownfish, but anemones and hermit crabs. Certain anemones will get destroyed by hermit crabs, so don't put them together.
Yeah.
Or not. Live and learn.
Yeah, it's a little, 20 plus years of me doing fish keeping. I've pretty much much, taught myself. I didn't have anybody to really talk to and ask questions, and be like, hey, can I do this? Can I do that? It was all just reading up on a bunch of books and that kind of stuff. So, trial and error processes.
Good old trial and error. By the way, I gave 2 people like mod in here so that way if like it drops off and say it doesn't let me back for like 20 minutes, that way it doesn't in the live chat. I don't know if that still works, but it used to back when we used to do the live streams. Man, I'm congested.
When you go in your garage, it just cuts you off.
Yep.
You go living room, it works fine.
Man, like, freaking nose is all freaking backed up again.
I should go ahead and put those fishes in that 10-gallon tank. They no more.
I wish I had my salt water tank out here so that way I could show you guys that, but I don't.
That's your mama's saltwater tank. I thought you built that for her.
Yeah, well, we kind of share it. She's put just as much money into that thing as I have.
How many gallons?
What does that mean? You
I
put
mean,
what?
I bought fish. She bought the protein skimmer. I bought the filter. She bought that first anemone. I bought Goldie Poser and the clown today. I bought the clown or Goldie Poser probably a couple months ago, but I bought the clown today. She bought Groucho, so it's kind of like been a back and forth.
Right.
Yeah.
How many gallons is it?
It's only 25, so.
Monday he'll understand and take them along to him. He just buys stuff for her to enjoy that saltwater tank.
One day it'll be like that. It'll just be for her, and she'll be able to say, hey, do this, blah, blah, blah. Don't complain about it. Do it. One day.
That's it. You just take care of the tank for her. That's all. He smiles about it, but he knows it's the truth.
It is the truth. She won't take care of, like, she won't stick her hands in tanks. And most of the time I usually tell her, hey, if you got perfume on, don't be putting your hands near my tanks anyways. A lot of people don't know this, but yeah, a lot of those perfumes have chemicals and things that are corrosive to the skin of livestock in your fish tanks. So a lot of the time people don't understand, oh, I killed my anemone, I killed this, I killed that in my tank. What you really did is you introduced some sort of nitrite into their tank, and you killed them by accidentally not knowing that, hey, I still have this fragrance on my arm, I still have this soap on my hands. It's as simple as that. People don't realize it.
Yeah, that's one thing I do is I do tank maintenance for people around here, like doctors' offices and people's saltwater tanks. I've come to realize you get these people that want a saltwater tank really bad because they think it's so beautiful, but then they don't know how and don't want to keep the upkeep on it. So I go around.
No, it's not that.
Kind of stuff for people.
Really, it's they don't want to learn. They don't want to learn how to take care of it. So at the end of the day, it comes down to sheer laziness, and I got told that from the get-go. If you don't want to learn how to take care of it, then why are you even in the hobby? Like, I used to get told that all the time when I first said I want a saltwater tank. I want a saltwater tank. You know, all the guys kept telling me that.
Yeah, I've told that to many people that go and clean a tank, and I'm like, what's the point of you even having this tank? Oh, well, I like the way it looks. I'm like, well, if you don't know how to take care of it, then you shouldn't have the tank in the first place.
Yep. We have guys
I make money off
the LFS. Like, I help out over there so much. I wish I had a job over there, but I don't yet. I mean, if I had my license and I could drive for them full time, then I probably would already have a job. But the point is I don't with them. But I'm always over there helping, and they're always sitting. The store owner and conclusively, he's always sitting there telling me, this guy, that guy, he don't know jack shit about tanks. That guy, never trust. Like he'll literally point the people out that don't know anything. Like even if I try to teach him something that they didn't know, he'll be like, "Don't even waste your breath, Nick. You're just wasting your time." Because they're not gonna even. They're gonna go. Bloop, bloop. You know what I mean?
Like that's me. When they get paid, buy more fish and take home and kill them.
Yep.
Yeah, it's aggravating for me because the fish store I go to, you have to have a degree to get a job there, and I don't have a degree. But yet I can go into that fish store, and the employees will come up, or customers will come up and ask me questions instead of the employees because I know more than their employees do, but they won't hire me because I don't have a degree.
Yep. It's pretty dumb.
It's like, dude, it's like I can answer questions that your employees can't that have a degree, so shouldn't that qualify that should at least qualify me to have a job there because obviously I know more than they do by their own, by their own mouth. They're saying I know more than they do.
Well, by next year I'll have a degree, but does that really say that, hey, I know all this about marine biology when I only took one class? No. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, if I decide to go back to school, if I decide to go back to school, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go back do biology and try to major in ichthyology.
Yeah. I wasn't trying to downplay anybody for going back to school because I totally encourage people to go back to school. Just when you go back to school, all I'm saying is like know what you want to go to school for, because if you don't know, you'll go in and you'll take a bunch of bullshit classes that you really didn't need, and
Yeah.
you'll get annoyed with school very quickly, and then you'll realize, hey, I didn't really need to take these classes.
Yeah, because I wanted to do marine biology, but then I got to thinking about it. I'm like, marine biology, that's just, dealing with the ocean. I'd rather just be generalized ichthyology and then just, the biology of all fish, so that I'm dealing with freshwater and saltwater.
Yep. I thought about it when I first started going back to school, and then I realized, hey, they don't have this as a major, so I really can't choose this as a major, which was marine bio, obviously, but I was completely down with doing that as a major, but then I found out they didn't have it, so I'd have to go out to like SLO, which for people that don't live in California, that stands for San Luis Obispo. Which would be like one of my more favored schools to do a marine biology class at. But that's just because I already know they have it.
Yeah, I'm about 20, 25 minutes away from Purdue University. They got a decent program there.
When I was out in Michigan, I always thought, hey, I'd love to go to school out here, but then again, I don't have the family out there that I used to. Like my uncle he's not alive anymore. He's not around. Can't really stay there.
Yeah, most of my family's pretty much kind of down south. I mean, there's a few here in Indiana, and I've got a few up in Wisconsin, but then other than that, it's all Tennessee and Georgia.
Really, when I finish, and I go get my bachelor's and all that, I wanted to go out east for it, but that's not in the cards because everything I have to do on my own. And just like with a high school diploma, I've had to work really hard to try to get credits enough at the college so that I can go back and get my diploma. A lot of people think, hey, let's just float through life. Let's float. Floating will get us somewhere. And then they realize, hey, all this floating through life really didn't do jack shit for me. I can't get a job here. I can't get a job here. Hell, McDonald's won't even hire you.
GED.
Yeah. It's just the point, like, kids nowadays, they think, oh, I'm gonna skip out on school. School's not important. And what they really don't realize is school is the most important thing that they could really focus on. All the other crap, the drugs, the parties, the friends you meet, none of that stuff's important. None of it. And I know that may sound like totally off the wall and totally off the topic of fish. But the only reason I'm putting this out in my video is because, you know, people don't realize what I'm saying. It's really important. It's like golden rule. If you can get all that done first, then you can worry about the partying, and then you can worry about all the other bullcrap later, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I ended up having to withdraw out of school on my beginning of the second semester of my senior year. It was a bunch of bullshit that they lost a bunch of my credits, and they said, you know, since it's not in the computer, they basically said, come back for 2 years and we'll call it even.
Yeah,
I'm like, man,
they did the same thing with me.
So I went and took the GED. It was like 600 questions, and I missed two questions out of 600. So at least I got a good GED. I've got one of the high honor GEDs, and I haven't had any problems getting any jobs with the GED that I've got.
That's good.
I used to do construction for a glass company. I was a commercial installer and fabricator, and building frames and storefronts and installing them and doing all that kind of good stuff. I kind of missed the job, really.
When I was a kid, I look back now and think, hey, if I would have just saved some, then I'd have a whole hell lot now. Because like I'll admit I wasn't like the best kid. I was a really bad boy. So they say lead by example. I beyond did that in a bad way, not a good way. I was all about tearing shit up and worrying about the consequences later,
Yeah. That's kind of how I was, too. Rather ask for forgiveness than permission.
Yep. I mean, me and my best friend were hanging out a couple weeks back, right? I haven't seen him in a couple years. It's kind of funny. He tells me, oh, do you remember that time that me and so-and-so jumped off the bridge and jumped into the lake? I was like, how drunk were you and how drunk was I? Because that sounds like a long time ago. He's like, no, you were too chicken shit and drunk to jump into the lake, but me and Chris did it, no problem. Chris is dead now, so. But the point is we were reminiscing about the past, and it's just like some of the shit that I did, can't even remember.
Yeah, that shit. Life just becomes a blur there for a while.
Yep. Like what I really mean to say is, kids, don't grow up too fast. Pay attention to what you're learning now, so that you can apply it later. Because trust me, it will apply later.
And see, one thing I'm kind of noticing now, like with the new generation of kids, and I mainly see it in my nephew, he's getting ready to be 16, is they're way more book smarts than they are street smarts.
Yep.
I'm the opposite. Like, I think back when I was 16 years old, I was running around, driving my friends' cars, going all over the place, going to parties, going to Ohio, going to Cedar Point all the time, and doing all that kind of stuff. And, do anything besides. He's like a bookworm, man. He's super smart. He wants to be an architectural engineer.
They make lots of money.
Yeah. But it's odd to me that, I look at him and I'm like, man, when I was that age, I was doing this. I was already smoking cigarettes and doing things that I shouldn't have been doing. And, I guess that was just the times back then. And then nowadays, it just seems like all the kids are way more book smarts than they are street smarts.
Oh yeah, it's kind of funny to me because like growing up from like I want to say middle school, I had in between grades, and what I mean by in between, like either I had A's and B's, or C's and D's, or straight F's, and now my grades are. I only had one C this year, and all the others were A's. Like, what happened from childhood to now, it just blows my mind because when I go into a college setting or any class setting for that matter, I strive for like 4.4 or higher. And if I don't get that, then I kind of am angry at myself. Because at that end of the day, it's no one else's fault but yourself.
Yep. I know that feeling all too well.
And back then, I didn't give a fuck about grades. It was like, oh, let's party, let's party, let's party, let's party. Party, party, party.
Yeah.
But I grew up in Lake Havasu City, so that's kind of why.
I was one of those kids in school that I probably could have made straight A's and, A's and B's and whatnot. But I was kind of got to the point that I was like, I can go out and party and have fun and do all this stuff and just get by with straight C's, be average, and still enjoy school and still enjoy life at the same time. I don't think I did a single thing all through high school. I don't think I ever did a single homework assignment. It would come around, I wouldn't do homework. I would study for a test, ace the test, finals would come around. I'd study for the finals, ace the finals, pass the class with a C.
Yep.
No homework.
See, it's the complete opposite now. Like, if you don't pass the homework, you usually fail. But if you, like, say, for my Latin class, I passed a lot of the homework, but I failed when it came to the tests. So I passed the class with a C because of that.
Yeah, when I was in school, they made the mistake of always telling them to your test or to make up 2/3 of your grade. So then I realized, well, I don't even have to do homework. I was like, if I just pay attention, don't do the homework, and then study for the test and pass the test, and then study for the final, pass the final. Problem. Yeah, not to say that's a good way of doing things, but that was just, how I did things.
Yep.
Oh, Jesus. Well, shit, guys. I think I'm going to bounce off here. So
I'm probably going to hit the hay soon myself. It's almost 2 o'clock in the morning. I don't know what time it is over there.
5 o'clock in the morning.
But it was nice meeting y'all, and I plan on doing more of these, so maybe we'll catch each other on the next.
I got you set up now, so. I got the
I'm going to your Google Plus profiles right now, so I have those too, because I usually been forgetting those lately, People always sub on the YouTube, but then they always forget, hey, follow them in person.
Yeah.
Makes it more personalized.
Yeah, for sure. So, right on then, guys. It's been real. So, I imagine I'll see you again, Nick, on your next. Like I said, I subbed you up and I've got the notifications going, so I imagine I'll see you again on your next stream.
Yep.
Will.
You'll probably see me later on today, if not Wednesday. I get my. Well, I kind of, like I said, I cracked my phone, dropped it, slid across the blacktop, did a flip 4 or 5 times, and cracked both the camera and the front screen. So it's just kind of like at the point, just send it in, Nick. Send it in, don't worry about it, and, don't fuss about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, nice meeting y'all.
Yeah, for
And I'll
sure,
catch
man.
you around. And if I don't see you later on today, God bless.
All right, then.
Make the best of your new year.
Yeah, man. You too.
Tell Mama I say hello when you see her tomorrow.
I will.
All right,
You
take
know
care,
who I
fellas.
am. She gonna say, Big Easy, say hi. That's sad. Your mama know who I am.
She's trying to like, get more involved in the chats and the stream. We just bicker sometimes, so sometimes she doesn't really feel like it. I can understand that, but yeah.